my name is Chantel Jones. I'm the goalkeeper for the Western New York Flash, number 18. Oh, well, my dad played soccer growing up, and as soon as I was able to walk, I had a soccer ball at my feet, so I just took to it, and I was a pretty active kid, so it was pretty easy to get me involved, and I never stopped. In 2012, I left UVA, where I went to school, and I was going to play in the league, and unfortunately that league folded, and I went off to Iceland because it was a real quick transition, and I played there for a year. We won the championship with Thorkawa, and then I went over to DC. I got drafted, or I got picked up as a free agent for the Spirit and played there for a season. In the off season, I went over to Perth in Australia, played for Perth, went back to DC, back to Australia, and now I'm here. So it's been a wild ride. Yep. I was a field player at first. I was a center mid, and then when I was 13, I asked my coach how I can get more playing time, and he said, well, I think maybe you should try a different sport. And so I was like, all right, screw you, man. So I left and went to a new club, and the only position they had was backup goalkeeper. So I kind of started teaching myself, and then it kind of caught on, and the rest is history. I like the pressure. I like having everyone's eyes on me when the game's on the line and someone takes a great shot and you keep it out of the goal and save the game, and I like being able to help my team in that way. It's nice. I love it here. I like cold, I like snow, I like to snowboard, so I feel at home. I mean, eventually I'll probably get sick of the snow, so it'll be nice if it went away, but I like Buffalo, and I grew up in Long Island, New York, so I'm a New Yorker at heart, and I like the club. It's very professional here. They take care of us, and the facilities are great, the coaches are great, and I'm very happy here. Steph Oakes, who I played with a season in DC, who's in Houston, she was on my team, and Kendall Fletcher, who's with Seattle, and then I got to play with Lori Lindsay on her last professional team, so that was neat. So it'll be nice to see them and compete against them. Winning the World Cup in 2008 with the U20s was pretty special because that was like the first big thing I'd ever won. But an individual memory would have to be my senior year at UVA. I set the NCAA career shutout record, so that was pretty neat because it's big for me, but it was also big for our team too because I had a very good defense in front of me all 4 years that I had played. So okay, so when we were in Iceland, they would have us go to this restaurant in town for dinner, and each time we went, they would just serve us something. We'd get the meal of the day. That's what it was called. And we never knew really what it was, so sometimes it would come out, it'd be pasta or chicken, and we're like, okay, yum. But this one time it was like this thicker brown meat, and we were like, okay, this is not anything we've ever seen before. And we ate it, and then we asked after, and I wish we had never asked because it was whale. They eat whale, shark, seal, they eat all that crazy stuff, and I felt really sick for 2 days after that because I was so grossed out. But yeah, they eat some crazy stuff over there, and that was a pretty funky experience. So in Australia, there's certain times of the year, I think it's around spring and fall, where these birds called magpies, they start to mate, and they come out, and they are pretty territorial over their babies. And if you're walking on the street or riding your bike, they swoop you, and they attack your head a lot. They swoop down and hit you and then go back in the air and then keep repeatedly coming down and hitting you in the head. And it's called swooping season or something, and I am terrified of birds. And I got there and they were like, oh, they're magpies, you gotta watch out. And we were just driving down the street, and this man was riding his bike, and this magpie was just attacking his head. And I don't think I left my house unless to go to training for probably about a month until they were done swooping because I was so scared I was gonna get swooped. And they put these railroad ties on their helmets to distract the birds. Oh gosh, Harry Potter, all of them. I'm a huge Harry Potter nerd. Wingardium Leviosa. The Mindy Project. Probably Shameless. Pizza. Yeah, I love pizza because I could put all my other favorite foods on the pizza. Oh, any Beyonce song. No rituals or I put my left cleat and my left glove on always first. That's about it. I'm not too superstitious. I try not to get caught up in that.